Welcome, one and all, again for Best in Class, the #1 rated battle mech program on Triflex since 3054. Tonight, we continue with the semi-finals as the Best in Weight class continues with the medium winners battling it out for that coveted spot in the grand finale. Our finalists include the Arctic Wolf, the 40-tonner with a big punch. Once again we see the SRM spammer in action, but can it claw its way to victory once more? The Phoenix Hawk returns for the 45-tonners, comparatively undergunned when placed next to its clan rivals here, and has a steep climb ahead of it, but Eddie, he seems fairly confident it can conquer the summit. The Nova, representing the 50-tonners, flashes back here with all 12 of its blistering ER medium lasers, a clear favourite to win amongst the BIC fanbase tonight. And finally, the Stormcrow swooping in for the 55-tonners. My choice for the winner tonight, and possibly the entire series. Can the medium with the tiny hands grasp victory tonight? Or will it fall over, like Technical Readout's spin-off series, Race Wars? And with the introductions out the way, let's get to the drag race. Well, Eddie, here we go, over to the mediums. Small selection this week, but we've got ourselves the race going here. The Stormcrow out in first there, Eddie. Not your choice to win, I assume. It's the Phoenix Hawk, I'm guessing.
Yes, I'm definitely going for the Phoenix Hawk. It's falling quite far behind.
It's quite dark on this one. I don't know what the boffins were doing when they picked this time of day.
I was just going to say, when did you record this?
The Arctic Wolf there, just getting ahead. Then it's the Stormcrow, the Phoenix Hawk in third, and of course the Nova there in last. And that takes us over to the scoreboard and whatever else Rocket had typed in there. As we go there with the standings, but everything could change, couldn't it, Eddie?
It certainly can. This is literally just the beginning.
We're going to take it over to our tamed mech sim pilot.
Yes, that's right. You know, some people say he screams like a 12-year-old girl when he sees mashed potato.
Interesting.
And he claims to have had a torrid affair with Theodore Kurita. I don't know about that, but I do know that some people call him Critical Rocket.
Well, it's not outside the realms of possibility there, Eddie. As we go over to our first match from the old Sun Monkey himself, it's the Arctic Wolf. Now, for the viewers back across the periphery and the Innosphere, because we do broadcast all over now, whereas in the past we didn't.
Yes.
Due to licensing issues.
They got bootleg copies out there, I'm told.
The Cercinus Confederation were most of the problem with that one, Eddie.
Yeah, well.
We paid some mercenaries to deal with that. Unfortunately, they stole the money. They had to buy more mercenaries to go get those mercenaries.
Yeah, that's right, to get those ones.
And then the Cercinus Confederation killed both groups of mercenaries.
That's right, yeah.
Then we had to hire another group of mercenaries.
Yes, we did.
And eventually we got it all sorted when we made a deal with the Cercinus Confederation Broadcast Corporation.
It turned out that was probably the better way to go.
Yes, piracy is indeed their middle name.
Yes.
Anyway, now for all the viewers, as I was going to say, the Arctic Wolf is the one model, not the Prime. Now, I know many people would expect it to be the Prime, but as we all know, from those who are in the know, like ourselves, historically, the Arctic Wolf was actually built as a battle mech first, and that is why the one model is being used. And of course, the Arctic Wolf 1 is a screamer, Eddie. So many SRMs.
Well, yes, it is.
It's just all SRMs.
It's all SRM, that's right, and it's a fast little bugger as well, as we just saw from our initial race.
Indeed, yes, winning the race. Can it win the sim battles, Eddie? Can it really take it apart?
Can it win the sim battles, and can it win our hearts?
Well,
not for me, no. I'm Phoenix Hawk all the way. But, for some,
I'd say it's won my heart, Eddie.
Has it won your heart?
I've loved the little bugger. It's a scrapper. It's very simple, straightforward. And before you make the joke, Eddie, like you do every time, that's what I am. I'm proud to embrace this one, Eddie. It's a mech that's close to my heart, because it always reminds me of one Ms. Clapspaten, because she became famous for her SRM builds in the arenas.
Yes, I know. Yes, she's a big supporter, a lover of the SRM.
She loves those splat mechs, just running out there and just dousing an opponent with wave after wave of missile fire until they just surrender.
Yeah, dangerous tactic though if you're not carrying enough ammo.
Oh, headstrong indeed, Eddie. It's always a risk that when you are piloting a mech that you're literally sitting on a pile of ammunition. But It's nothing, no more a bigger thrill than that, Eddie.
If you say so.
Well, you wouldn't know. You were never a pilot, were you?
No, I'll stick to being an engineer. Thank you very much.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, and hit
strafing an Atlas.
Oh,
that Atlas is definitely regretting leaving its back open there to that.
It certainly is, and Rocket, cheeky little maneuver there with the attack, and then backing off before the Atlas came over and
on rare
clobbered him.
occasions, Rocket does actually get it right. Rare occasions.
Yes, very
rare occasions.
Very rare occasion, ladies and gents. Very rare occasion, but...
Don't ever try to meet him publicly, although he does tend to sign himself up for conventions and the such. I don't know why, because he can't leave his pod as per orders. He does try to regularly get himself in the convention circuit, doesn't he, Eddie?
Yes, even when they don't want him.
Even when they don't... Yes, that's true, Eddie. I forgot about that one.
In fact, he's had letters asking him to stay away, and yet he still tries to set himself up.
He still tries to
Turns up with his own little trestle table, some very badly made T-shirts that he's used some kind of markers to stick things on. Rocket is my best mate.
Awful
Eyes
colours.
loves the Rockets.
Yes.
And a bunch of other things that are just too difficult, or frankly too disgusting to
for
transmit.
broadcast.
For
Yes,
broadcast.
yes, yeah, that is true, Eddie.
That's very true.
Well, I mean, a running joke that we have whenever we run the old Best in Con is when we have an empty chair and table. That's supposed to be Meet Critical Rocket. Obviously, he's never there. It gets me every time. It's a little in-joke for us folks, but I guess the cat's out the bag now. That's why if you've been to a previous convention, you'll have always seen that empty chair and table. We just say that he doesn't care. He doesn't care about the fans, and he's fucked off. He's never allowed.
He went to the toilets and got lost.
Yes, that's another one.
There's all kinds of different ones we've used. Oh my god. And we've even stuck stuff on the chair on occasion. We had that tub of lard on one occasion.
A banana on another.
A banana. A half-eaten pizza. You know, so that people
that one
wondered, had he been there?
It was poignant, that one.
It was
I think.
poignant,
Yeah, it
yes.
was,
I quite liked that one.
It had a lot to say and yet said nothing at all, Eddie.
Yeah. And then the one where I think some people may have actually thought it was the real him because we found one of those ancient Earth Mr. Potato Heads. We put that there, and I think several people tried to get his autograph.
They did. They put their C-bills down, but there was no response.
Yeah, I guess they just assume that's the way he is.
Well, he is fairly unresponsive until you offer some kind of food.
Yes, that's right. At which point you have to back away carefully in case he tries to bite your hand.
Well, yes, I've still got the bite marks to prove it, Eddie.
That's why I started wearing one of those
steel gloves,
chainmail gloves that we occasionally use when working on the mechs. It's just safer. And even then, he almost gnawed through one of them.
Well, that's why you have the other hand to hit him.
Yes, he's a scary
Down,
fella.
get off, sim pilot. Go on, back in your seat.
Yeah, he is a scary.
They chain them back in. He's not the only one. All sim pilots are like this, unfortunately.
They're all a
folks.
bit weird, it's true.
Raving lunatic monsters, every last one of them.
Yes, definitely.
Well, it looks like this round is coming to an end, Eddie, and it's a win for the Rocket on this one, which is quite a let's say.
That is quite a surprise.
Well, there's the round ending, and the boffins are punching up the numbers as one of their cats is loose again.
Come on.
Let's see. Arctic Wolf did 333 damage, good number. 324 match score, no kills, despite all the SRMs. And a win, 35 points, Eddie. Not
Impressive.
bad. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Oh, well, Eddie, as we roll over to your choice, the Phoenix Hawk.
The Phoenix Hawk. What a classic little mech this is, too.
Indeed. It's got the history behind it. Comparatively lightly armed compared to the previous 40 tons. This is the 45-tonner.
Yeah.
Large 2 mediums, couple of machine guns.
That's right,
Good speed and a bit of agility from the old jump jets, Eddie. Shut up, Boffin's cat.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about some of its history when it was first brought in for this round, but it's a lovely mech. Absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, it's a little goer.
It's great to work on, and I do pilot mechs around the track that we have there on my
Boffin's cat.
father's estate, and I love it. I've got two and a half.
Hold on, Eddie. Boffin. You, Boffin, over there. Can you sort out your cat? It's making noise. Don't say no.
Don't say no.
We pay your bill.
Yeah. Cheek of it.
Cheeky Boffins.
Cheek of it.
There it
Anyway.
goes. Running around, gnawing on the cables, no doubt, Eddie.
Yeah,
Or
crazy.
whatever it is boffins cats eat. Not you, boffin, idiot!
Although, probably the boffins as well.
Well, they do get desperate when they don't get paid. Anyway, speaking of not being paid, obviously there was the lawsuit situation, individual that you're going through there, Eddie.
Yes, I am going through a
With
individual
technical readout.
lawsuit situation. That's absolutely right. Yes, technical readout. Those cheeky sons of
New target acquired.
bitches. I'm sorry.
Eddie, it's
I'm
just harsh
sorry.
language.
I'm sorry.
I thought
I'm
I was the
sorry.
one who was spicy.
I'm sorry. They irk me so much. They
Make a knight of the Innisphere blush with language like that.
tricked me. They
Acquired.
tricked me.
They did.
They tricked me.
You were a fool to even listen to them.
I was. They told me I'd get access to this experimental mech. I would be able to do a belly of the beast, obviously restricted because it was a new mech,
Makes sense.
and it was too good to be true. Of course, it was.
Acquired.
Line toe rags,
Eddie.
the filthy scumbag.
Eddie, it's
the-
okay. It's okay. You'll get your day in court, Eddie.
Oh, I will get my day in court.
You'll get
Oh, they've tried pretending they know nothing about it. But I saw some of the stuff. It was definitely what I filled in. And you know what? You know what?
Yeah, go on.
On two of the
Forms.
yeah,
Yeah.
they have definitely copied my signature.
They forged your signature, Eddie.
I'm not even that well.
Fuel at 20.
Can't be as good as my forgery of your signature, Eddie.
Acquired.
Plus, if they're doing anything to make me look terrible, that's also going to be put down. Just like my ex-wife, she had to be put down.
Yeah, I thought we weren't going to ever talk about that again.
Poor Lauren.
We said we'd never talk about that.
Oh yes, sorry, I was lost in thought. You know what else I've been lost in thought though about recently, Eddie? It's about the ultra HD release of season 26 of Best in Class.
Best in Class.
Ah yes, the season had all the trials and tribulations, and the surprise winner of that season being the Scorpion.
It
of
was
all
the
things.
Scorpion, yeah. I never saw that coming, did you?
Nope, I couldn't have seen it coming myself, and the boffins, this was prior to the boffins breaking the system and losing most of the mechs, which is why we're stuck with what we've got now.
Yeah.
Back in the days when there used to be all the mechs in the simulator.
No, I know. You've
Severely
mentioned
restricted now, Eddie.
it. We are very restricted, yes. Very, very restricted.
There's lots of great behind-the-scenes footage that you can get.
There is, and some very funny moments
Lots
there are
of
too.
bloopers. Most of them are Eddie, of course, messing up. And we've got
I still can't believe I was stuck an RA4 left-handed socket for an RA3 right-handed socket. It still makes me laugh now.
no, Eddie. That's not the kind of blooper I was talking about. He's gone, folks. He's remembering his own bloopers.
It's amazing.
Poor misguided fool that he is. No, there's
One of them has a 2mm difference. How could I have made the mistake?
and of course, if you were one of the lucky 5,000 to get your pre-order in, you of course get
yes.
your 8x10 lithograph signed hollow image of myself on the front of an atlas, naked as the day I was born. Shut up, Boffin's cat.
Wearing nothing but a smile.
A smile for you, the viewer.
Oh yes, I've seen it, and trust me,
It's signed. It's collectible. You'll want it.
Someone will want it. I don't know why.
Maybe Miss Clapspate. I did send her one.
Did you?
Not like that, Eddie. You dirty fool.
I didn't say anything. I just said, did you?
I saw that look in your eye when you said that. How dare you try and denigrate poor
Look,
Miss Clapspate?
hey, I've spoken to her. I've done more than you ever have.
Have you mentioned me again, Eddie?
I haven't spoken to her since.
You've got to speak to her more, Eddie.
I only spoke
Get
to her
inside her
once.
inner circle. Not like that, Eddie. And then you can
What?
then you can report back. Maybe I can find a way to finally introduce myself properly.
Acquired.
Well, she's a very nice lady.
I know she is, Eddie. I know.
The kind of person mother would like.
Not your mother, Eddie.
Well, my mother's, yeah. Why not? What's wrong with my mum?
Your mum's quite. Well, she's a bit weird, isn't she, Eddie?
Well, since Dad died, yeah, I suppose she's gone a bit odd. That's true.
A bit odd.
Well, she runs around everywhere in her slippers, and
And she goes the chippy in them.
She doesn't go the chippy in her slippers.
I saw it
But
once.
she drives the car in her slippers. She even
Car? Who's driving cars these days? It's the future. Everybody's in.
road, you idiot.
Everyone's in hover vehicles these days, Eddie.
Really?
Where I'm going, you don't need roads because it just skims over them. A cushion of air.
You're an idiot.
Anyway, the round's over.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Thank goodness.
The Phoenix Hawk, 364 damage, more than the Arctic Wolf. 396 match score, 4 off those extra 5 points. 2 kills and a win. 45 points, Eddie.
Woohoo!
It's a good showing.
It's not bad. Yeah, that was brilliant. Woohoo!
Particularly jovial of you there, Eddie. I'm not quite sure.
Phoenix Hawk did well.
I'm not taking it away from the Phoenix
Look,
Hawk.
all I've got is the Phoenix Hawk. Okay?
True, you are in a bit of a tough one with this one, Eddie. It's the poor Phoenix Hawk versus 3 clan
Yeah, exactly.
mediums.
So, woohoo, okay?
Here we-
And if I wish to go woohoo...
You're getting
I
very
will
defensive,
go...
Eddie. I don't know why you're getting so
Well,
defensive.
Well, you attacking me.
I'm not attacking you,
suggesting
Eddie.
that
If I was
I'm
attacking you,
only
trust me, Eddie,
excited.
you'd know I was attacking you.
Oh, God. Really? Here we go.
What?
It's pathetic, everybody. He honestly thinks that some of his barbs and so-called witty put-downs are actually, like, you know, real cutting and stuff.
I was a
Really
regional
bad.
champion in the Solaris
You
Arena
w-
for over 7 years, Eddie.
Yeah,
I've
in a
got
m-
barbs.
in a-
They'll cut you deep and bleed you dry.
In a mech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I was going to attack you, Eddie, it would be in a mech.
Look,
I wouldn't come at you
without,
like, lunging wildly.
without people like me, you don't get a mech.
There's plenty of
You
people
just
like
have your
you, Eddie,
overweight,
floating around with no work to
flabby
do.
ass
My ass.
bouncing up
My glutes are perfect. Buns of steel, Eddie.
buns of steel. Is that what we're calling that?
Look, I'm flexing them now, Eddie. Look at
Oh,
them.
God.
Look.
Will you sit down? I don't want to see that. Oh,
Don't push me, Eddie.
just sit down. Oh, my
Don't
God.
push me, Eddie. In more ways than one.
See? That's what it does. It just makes me laugh.
Well, at least you're laughing, Eddie. Unlike previous weeks, we've been crying, haven't you?
Yeah, well, because those sons of bitches...
Oh, back to this again, Eddie. Oh no, I was an idiot. Oh, I listened to what technical readout promised me. Oh, they said I could have that Jovian
300
moon.
million? I could buy my own dropship for that.
I've had the money, Eddie. Come and go to buy dropships aplenty. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, back when you were making so
I
much
still
money,
make the
you
money
couldn't
now,
spend it
Eddie.
all.
Still make the money now.
Really? Then why have you been garnishing my wages
So
for
we
the
can get
last
that
4
Mad
years?
Cat Mark II. How many times do I have to bring it up to you, Eddie?
Yes.
And it looks very nice
Yeah.
in your personal abode.
Yes, in my abode because it belongs to me, except for one left foot.
Now, I am planning to make a repayment
I am
scheme, Eddie, so I can get more of that neck
Painting
back.
no.
What?
I'm painting the foot.
You're gonna need legal funds, Eddie. How are you gonna prosecute this case
I
without
still have
without
money.
the backing of your fine friend McCracken? I've got an amazing legal team lined up.
Look, I have my own solicitor, thank you very much. And he has already sent a very, very sternly worded letter
Oh well, that's it, Eddie.
to their
that'll
legal
knock
department.
down the defense.
Very sternly worded letter.
Oh, I'm sure the gates of the
They'll be
Curitan border would quake.
Quaking in their boots. Quaking in their boots.
Yes, it sounds like one of his strongly worded letters would shake down the very foundations of the Combine.
Listen,
Should one of his strongly worded letters
one of my
reach you.
strongly worded letters would shake the foundations of creation.
Target
I
destroyed.
really don't think they would, Eddie.
No, they probably wouldn't. But either way, it's a very sternly worded letter.
Eddie, you have to get on the level of technical readout. These are a couple
I'm
of
not
morons.
sinking that far down.
You almost got in bed with them in a working sense. Belly
They
of the
tricked
beast.
me.
Tricked you. You saw money. You saw the opportunity to break off from one James McCracken.
It was nothing to do with that. I just really wanted to be the first person to look through this new design.
And what was the new design?
I can't remember. It was a Davian mech. A heavy. I don't remember. I think it was a real mech.
Who was the one who got you that
I have
belly
to
of the
look-
beast into that hammer hands? And before that, the battle axe. Remember that, Eddie?
Yeah.
That was moi.
Yeah, I know they're rare old mechs. Well, the battle axe.
Who got you that insider track with the Taurian Concordat so you could have a look at the Marshal before it came out? Oh, it wasn't technical readout.
Yeah, and then I got arrested apparently for espionage and thrown in jail for 3 weeks.
Okay, there were some...
You popped off on jump ship to one of the pleasure worlds, you son of a bitch.
No, that was the Canopian pleasure world. The Taurians don't have pleasure worlds.
Well, wherever it was. Yeah, you popped off to there. I was in jail for 3 weeks.
Well, it was just a little snafu. All the footage was released afterwards, after it was proven that you weren't trying to hide anything in the, shall we say, prison wallet.
I don't wish to discuss that.
They just had to make sure, Eddie. As it was part of the negotiations.
I couldn't sit down properly for 2 whole days.
Well, I suppose it just kept you busy on your feet then, Eddie, right? Don't look at me like that. Look, I still got you that insider track on the Marshal. And anyway, Rocket's blown up. And, the camera's
I
just
forgot about Rocket.
rotating listlessly around a smouldering corpse. I'm assuming the round's ended. Yes, here we
Yes,
go.
I think the round has ended.
Well, he did do 418 damage, the
He did.
highest, 280 on the match score,
Oh.
a kill, but not a win. 35 points equal to the Arctic Wolf, which still puts the Phoenix Hawk in the top spot.
May I say, woohoo!
Well, as we get to the final mech here, again, the optimism, Andy. The Stormcrow
might win.
The Stormcrow is a particularly good mech. Even
Yes.
Rocket knows the value of the Stormcrow.
No, look, I'm not saying that the clan mechs aren't good. I know they are. Of course they're good. They're impressive pieces of tech. As you say, I've been looking over that Mad Cat Mark II,
Yeah.
and
Target acquired.
yeah, it's an incredible piece of tech. Of
Diamond
course it is.
Sharks built that, you know.
Yes, I know. Well, I met with some of their people. They were friendly enough, but I don't know. I was a little. I don't know. They were a bit dead behind the eyes for me.
All clanners are, really, though. ain't
Yeah, I think they're just kind of
they?
missing
At their
something.
core, they're all androids.
The merchants, on the other hand, they were quite friendly. I got on with them perfectly well, but then they weren't created in a vat out of bits of dead
Bits
people.
of pieces, yeah.
It's
weird.
It's weird, isn't it? Yeah.
It's not racist, it's just weird.
Apparently, some of them sometimes end up looking like people that haven't been alive for nearly 200 years or something.
Well, that is creepy.
That's creepy, isn't it? I mean, I know that you might have someone who's born who looks like a past relative and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know, genetics and
being
all
what
that.
they are.
But I don't know, they do it kind of on purpose because it really is that dead person being, like, brought back to life or something.
That is still creepy. Still
It
creepy.
is creepy, isn't it?
Creepy clan people.
However,
But they build good mechs.
They do build some incredible designs, some very weird designs,
Very,
and some
very
designs
weird.
that I just can't get my head around. Who and why you would design a mech quite that way? But then, like I said, they're not all entirely there anymore, are they?
Well,
Every time they've genetically engineered themselves to be better pilots, or stronger, or faster, or taller, or shorter, or whatever it is they do, it's like a bit of their humanity is left behind in the little petri dish that isn't necessary for them to be a good
No, that's
clan
true.
warrior or
I
whatever.
mean, there is a little bit. I mean, speaking of refinement of the form, of course, for everyone who doesn't know, but I had to change my first name years ago
Acquired.
as a kind of weird link there to how the clans try to improve themselves. I did the same because my original name wasn't James.
Oh god,
It was Phil,
Phil, yeah,
which
Phil McCracken.
Phil McCracken. Yeah,
Oh,
you can
yeah.
already see it, can't you? The jokes.
No, I mean I knew that time you had to fill in some of the forms, and they said you had to use your real name.
No, I changed my name by default. James is my name now.
It had some old,
It has been for a very long time.
but you know, there's a charm to Phil McCracken.
No, there's no charm to
there's
it,
a
Eddie.
charm
There's
to
no
Phil
charm.
McCracken.
No charm at all.
You gotta love Phil
imagine
McCracken.
the announcement in the Solaris Arena. Here he is, folks, reigning subdivisional 32nd champion of the Solaris regional championships, Phil McCracken. Yes, it doesn't really work, does it? I can't imagine Duncan Fisher, as much of a hack as he is, as you know, Eddie,
Look, I'm not
ever
I told
announcing
you.
me as Phil McCracken.
I happen to have the highest regard for Duncan Fisher.
Oh, you do, don't you?
He is
just because
skilled
we had
announcer.
that very equal fight.
You, on the other hand, you decided to get into his face. You thought you could become an announcer.
I did, Eddie. I was a good announcer.
He beat the crap out of you
It
in
was
that fight.
It was a very
he
even
has
fight, Eddie.
What, 15, 20 years on you, maybe more? And he absolutely levered you.
He did
But you see,
lever me, Eddie.
You'd let yourself go once you weren't a pilot anymore.
He had the initiative. He sucker punched me, Eddie. I turned around.
Hi, Duncan Fisher here. Yeah, you know him. And he absolutely beat the crap out of you.
No.
I can't do the voice. I'm sorry, everyone. I just can't do the voice. I wish I could.
You weren't there, Eddie.
Yes,
It was a very equal fight. He had a couple of cuts, some bruises as well, Eddie. I got my digs in.
He had a cut and a bruise. You, on the other hand, were in traction for a week.
That's because he pushed me down the stairs after the fight,
He
Eddie.
didn't push you down the stairs after the fight.
Target
Could barely get into my hover car.
Mahover.
My wheels haven't touched the ground since I became famous.
I'm surprised the hover car hovered with you in it. Anyway,
Was it jokes
you were
about
even
weight,
fatter then. You'd really pounded
That's what I'm
on
talking
the
about,
weight.
Eddie. Buns of steel.
They weren't buns of steel.
I'm flexing now, Eddie.
If you've ever seen...
Remember, folks, you're never going to
we're
get an
from
8x10
Steiner.
lithograph of him.
We're
on
from
the front of the
Steiner.
neck
We call
naked.
it jelly. I think in some areas they call it what? Jello.
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 Well, that's what he looks like.
Okay, well, you go sort that out,
I'm
Eddie.
going to sort out. I'm being told.
I'm sorry, folks, but I mean, there are excess artwork and photographs available of myself naked on the front. Beautiful as the day was born on the front of an atlas. Available.
I'm back. What's going on? Did he win? Did he lose?
Oh,
Did he
I'm bringing
score?
up the stats. I was just informing everybody about the lithographs with
They have
myself naked on the front as the standings, but the Stormcrow 432 damage, 287 match score, 2 kills, a win, 45 points. It's equal to the Phoenix Hawk,
They
Eddie.
sent me a letter.
Who sent me a letter? No one sent me a letter, Eddie.
No, those two scumbags have sent me a letter.
Well, we'll have to deal with
They're
that
trying
next
to take me to court.
Well, with some of the things you said to me today, Eddie, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what if I'm gonna join in on that case as well. But anyway, we're going over to the Grand Melee. Yes, and we've got our hungry fighters here. What, Eddie?
How
What?
many pages of this is there?
Why is it printed on paper? It's the future.
It's a legal document. Apparently, sometimes they still do. Oh my
It'd just
god,
be
those pages.
digital. Look,
upon
I've got it in my
pages.
orange here. You could probably transfer it onto that.
No.
Anyway, the fight's already started. The
You see the
vicious
size of this thing?
Eddie, the Grand Melee.
Oh,
We're
the
determining
Grand
the
Melee,
best
sorry.
medium.
This is 300 million credits of my life here.
Yes, well, this
Bloody idiot.
this is over probably I'd just wager maybe 1 billion viewers worth of interest.
I'll choke Voxel.
Well, that's between you and him.
I've
Eddie.
wanted to choke him. Oh, little piggy eyes.
Piggy eyes.
Or something. I don't know. Rat
You're not
face.
very good at this whole.
Rat face knacker. That's one my dad used to say.
Where was he from? Ireland.
I don't know.
Anyway, the fight goes on.
Oh yeah, go on then.
Well, everyone's kind of stood still at the moment.
Who's shooting?
Oh, the Nova's armless. He's got no because there's no arms, Eddie. He's lost all his weapons.
Yeah.
Right, so Rocket's dicking around with the camera here. He's moving around. I believe the Arctic Wolf is already dead. Maybe dead. Yes, the Arctic Wolf is already... Oh, no, there it is. Running around. Firing SRMs. Of course, the Stormcrow is my choice.
Why is there a boffin in the room? What's he doing here?
I don't know, he's just quietly sitting there. He's just smiling.
Weird.
As they normally do.
Look at him, dead behind the eyes. They all are. They're like robots or something.
Now you say, well, the boffins are not clanners.
No, but you know what I mean.
There we go, there's a death.
They're just not all there, are they, the boffins? That's probably why this thing runs
That
so
Nova
badly.
pilot really wants that sandwich, Eddie.
Oh,
he's just hopping in.
absolutely
He's trying to kick them.
hungry for it.
Oh, starving, which is actually what most of the pilots are, to be honest. They're very hungry.
It's cheese and ham this week, so they definitely want that.
That must be my side. What did you offering
Cheese
them
and
my
ham.
sandwiches?
Oh. Hey,
very
look,
difficult to
they're
get
very
good-
hungry pilots.
Oh, I can tell. The Nova pilot's just hopping around like a madman trying
Come
to
on,
get...
Phoenix Hawk!
Come on, Stormcrow.
Phoenix Hawk.
Stormcrow. Stormcrow.
Oh, here we go. This is it, folks.
No, I don't think the Phoenix Hawk has any weapons.
This is for all the ham
I think
and most of the cheese.
Eddie, it's already over. The Phoenix Hawk has no weapons.
What?
Its arms have been blown. It's dead.
Oh,
the Mr. Bigs get them. And, well, that's another grand melee out. There's the standing.
The
So,
scores
our
on the
winner
doors.
is the Stormcrow with 63 points. The Phoenix Hawk, very good second performance for 51 points.
Woohoo!
The Nova with 39. And the Arctic Wolf with 35. And, well, you've got your legal troubles to deal with there, Eddie, if you need any...
how many pages of this?
Quite a few, by the looks
Am I
of it.
supposed to read it all? I
would
send this to my solicitor?
Send
Is
it
that
to
what
your
happens?
super solicitor there, Eddie.
This is
And, well, on that
mental.
long, Tom, we're out. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And that's another episode over. Don't you
And
try
we're
and talk
done.
before me.
I was going to talk before
I'm
you.
the lead host.
I was going to talk before
You're the butler in arms.
Co-host.
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 Fuck off. Alright, thank you everybody for watching this. Hope you enjoyed
Thanks
it.
all those who
Another
helped out.
episode of Best in Weight Class.
Best in
And
weight
yes, thank you
class.
to everybody who helped
I
out
probably win that
during
one.
the recording. You win Best in Weight Class?
Weight class.
Oh, right, I see what you're doing. You won't want to see him. You don't want to see me, to be honest. It's quite horrifying.
Terrifying. in fact.
Yeah, hope
Scare
you'll
small children.
enjoy that. Heavy's up next week, obviously, and after that, it's the assaults, and then we can go into the finale.
The final.
And hopefully that'll be a good one. And we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Hello.
Bye bye.
Bye.
What? Hi. Bye.